Does anybody else have that weird corner in their house that you just are never sure how to decorate? This is my corner, right next to Chris's bathroom. Yeah, there's two of us, so we each have our own bathrooms because there's two bathrooms. I had a little corner cupboard, and then I moved it at Christmas time to put some smalls. And then I moved that shelf over here, and then I hadn't found a piece of furniture. Then I kind of have a piece of furniture. Then I painted that, and I really like that, but red's not my jam. It doesn't really go with all the rest of the stuff in my house. And I'm on the hunt. I'm on the hunt for a piece of furniture nobody needs to see in the bathroom. We're not doing a bathroom makeover. We're just trying to figure out how to style this. So I picked this table up at a sale. I'm still not loving it. The greens. We got the greens. I got extra rolling pins that I probably should just sell because I have way too many rolling pins. My yummy marshmallow cream tin, which I will be keeping. But I need to change. I actually just created, y'all saw it, a different checkerboard, so I can sell this checkerboard, put this one in the booth, and then at the time you're seeing this, you won't even see the auction, but it's right before Easter, and we're hosting, and I don't think anybody even cares what our house looks like, but you always do. You who own the house always care. So we got a small little dry sink. And I bought it to sell it, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I kind of want to use it for right now because there's not any room in the booth, and put it in this corner. So I just want to be happy with this corner. And then I was also thinking I had created some yummy, they're old tins that I made look like older tins. So they were newer tin, they were old vintage tins. They were a little bit worse for wear, but I was trying to make them look even older so I could have a tin stack. Even though the marshmallow cream doesn't go with it, maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I can fit on top of the dry sink, but I need to move all this stuff out. If it's not tall enough, I may see if Chris can create a shelf. I may go over to the antique stores and see if I can find a shelf. I don't think I have any in our stash because, you know, I need more places to display the stuff that I kind of collect. So hang with me as I work on this corner, and we might make a trip to the antique malls to see if there's a shelf anywhere. You know, that is the nice thing. Like, I'm like 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes of going to the antique mall. Some people are in 10 minutes of going to Target and Home Goods. I'm 10 minutes from going into the antique malls. And I know I don't have, I have heart shelves, but heart shelves really aren't my jam. I'm saving those for other people who really love them. Then again, there is the option if you want to decorate your house, you just use what you have. I do have a heart bench somewhere in my outside stuff. But anyway, let's take this down. So right across here is our laundry room. And it's hard because our laundry area, you see when you come in the house, that's just how it rolls. You know, I don't mind it. So, but everybody sees this area, and maybe they just look past it, all the other things that I have. So anyway, okay, let me get, these will probably get priced to sell. Maybe. I don't know. They're green handled, and I have a love green handled. This I will find someplace for. This will get sold. I already had people asking after I did it if I was selling it, and I'm like, yeah, but there it was hanging here. And then the little table that somebody cut. Look at, they cut something out of it, and then it has a nail. So it actually needed a little bit of work yet before we could put it into the booth. And when I decided to move the one over there, then I needed something to put here. This is how it kind of goes. Probably have to fill it in. I think it'll be, what I'm putting up there will be it won't be up as high maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Here it is. It's just a small little dry sink. It does have some extra storage if I needed storage. But I think let's go this way. I think gotta get something that still has a sticker on it. Because I think I want you to see it. You're walking in the house, you want to see it. So if I put it at the side, you know, probably push up to the corner a little bit more. Find a razor blade. Because if you don't do it now, by the time you get it styled, you won't do it. This came from an auction. I think it was some antique dealers. It was two estates, and some antique dealers were closing. I think is what it was. That was my understanding. The auction company had to cancel in February because February was crazy on the weather, and so it was huge. Why there's so many stickers? It's a beautiful piece, though. It is a beauty. Is that not a beautiful piece? Just the wood. I mean, I don't know how old it is, but I know our floor does that stupid thing where it gaps, just the way that Chris fixes it, and then it cools off, and then winter. Oh, anyway, y'all, we fix them and don't fix them, and not laying. Look at how long that floor would have to be. Really long. So anyway, that's the least of our worries. I just want to do some pretty decor. So I don't know how many of those tins will fit on here, and I don't even know, like my one yummy you won't even see in the haul yet, but you're going to see it here today. So it's a bucket list. Oh, I can't even tell you that I've ever seen an antique flower, and then it's got the sifter at the bottom, ever come up for auction. I may have seen one, maybe in an antique mall, but that was my whole motivation for those tins that I made. I need to wipe it down. I don't want to take a lot of the patina off. I could weather defense it, but we'll see how it wets and cleans because I have not dusted it yet. And I don't think I saw it in the pictures at the sale, and I was like, it was the first thing that he auctioned off, and then he started talking about it. I'm like, stop talking about it. Don't forget anybody's attention, because it was kind of underneath the table, so I don't know how many people saw it. All people were there hours early. Doesn't matter. They see it. The thought of you only ever being the only one to bid on something at an auction. Slim to none. So, yeah, I do need to wipe it off, though. It's like 70 degrees when I'm filming this. We have some more thunderstorms going to come through. So if you hear the lawnmower, my background is not taking it out. The neighbor is picking up sticks in his yard, just in case. And then Tater wanted the windows open, so yes, Tater wanted the windows open. There's my pile. So what Tater wants, Tater gets, right? That's how that. Tater, are you gonna say hi? He's like, no, I'm sniffing right now. But yep, and that's my, hopefully to fit over here. I don't know. Cleaning up nice. I thought that it would. I mean, it's just a layer of dust. But it's tall, so I didn't know, like, the shelf and the piece of art that I made with me while I dust stuff. I guess there's clean with me. It's not even going to be clean. I don't know if y'all want to see me do that. It's funny, I'll get asked, like, people ask me, like, sitting at sales, like, how do you do it all? How do you maintain your house? And, well, one, I have Chris, and Chris cleans up after himself. Chris helps to clean. So, I don't have to. Poor little knob. He could use some help, but I'm trying to get it. It's really noisy in there. opens. It's got like a little drawer. Look at opens. Little drawer. Somehow it, you know, I don't know. Something gonna pop out. I hope not. Nobody pop out. Nothing dead in there. But yeah, it's like a, you know, you fill up with flour. It all falls to the bottom. You take the drawer. You get the flour you need, and it's all good. Oh my gosh! Look at that writing. I want to be that good at stenciling, but see how I'm always trying to make it flatter because paint isn't, when it's stenciled like that, it's not raised. It's not, you don't feel it. Columbia flour bin sifter. Beautiful. 2 pieces I wanted to get displayed in a drawer that just keeps opening up. He has so many things he's got to stare at. Oh, he's staring intensely that he's not answering his mama with her call. Must be a bug, probably. I don't know how many of the flower bin. I at least want to try to get the flower bins that I created over here. It's not a lot of space. Do I wish that this was closed and it was just a whole tabletop? Yes, I do. Actually, I know Chris could cut a piece of wood and, you know, I don't know. We'll work with what we're given right now. Okay, so the 2 that I made. See, I probably didn't rusty crusty them enough, but they go. That was my whole point, is I wanted to. I absolutely love how this color. I know I've seen these and they're usually the same color top, but I don't really like the top. So like I could do that whole little vibe there. That is so cute. So I'm gonna put my checkerboard over there and then see. I don't know if like my sugars are gonna be just, it's too much. We'll see. I'm filming this. I literally just finished creating this. Like, I want. Okay, so I have to move the flower bin first up a little bit because I want to see. You know, you kind of put your wall decor to what you have. And if I put it high enough up, cover the hole. We gotta cover the hole. Am I using a chair as a step stool? Yeah, because I'd have to go find the step stool. I don't wanna. I don't know, maybe I can use the same hole. I actually have a longer screw. Apparently there's a stud right there. That's not gonna go anywhere now. But I have a checkerboard that I've always wanted. I didn't get one. No, that wasn't the same auction. This was the week before, the Thursday before the Saturday auction. I got this at the Saturday. I got the idea at the Thursday. But it's green. I got a trend in my house, so I don't know how much are they gonna hang over. Well, actually not. They're not. They're not hanging over at all. So you got the green, you got the white. Oh, I'm crooked. They're not really hanging over as much as I thought it was going to hang over. Like I could mix them up. I don't have to have the flowers to be, hanging on the. It doesn't have to be that way. I could just have them all kind of intermixed. That way it's not so, and then the hole. So I bought this lot of dried, I think they're dried gourds. So I have 2 options. I have the dried gourds that are green, that are green that I probably overpaid for. You know what happens if you don't get the first bid? Chances are the person is going to buy what you want. And there was a sale at Shipshawana, and this jar had what looked like somebody painted white rocks, and they ended up being antique marbles. And I didn't even try for them because I didn't know what they were. And then when I got home, I looked them up and the value was there. And then I'm like, oh, why? That would have fit in, you know. Our kids will have a really good estate sale someday. But, so I probably overpaid for dried gourds. So that was my thought. Like, can I just put these, take them out of the jar? The big old... Everybody that comes for Easter will be like touching my dried gourds. My other thought was to put my broken, I have the pieces and parts of, because I couldn't see how these look first. It actually fills it up. So my other thought was leave them in here. I have a huge ironstone bowl that has pieces and parts from old butter molds, you know, the butter presses. And my other thought was like, I could stick those in here, which stay with, like, even though this is a dry sink for washing up, it would kind of stay with like the kitchen-y theme. I kind of like the green. I do kind of like the pop of green there. So I'll take them all out. I'll put the other pieces and parts in, and then y'all tell me what I should, how I should change it. Because I do kind of like the green, because the green, you know. So, okay, you know, I'm a visual. I have to see. And where do I find these gourds to plant them? Because I would like more, and I feel like people would buy them because I bought them. I don't even know. Somebody was like, oh, they're dried limes. I'm like, no, not a dried lime. I don't know if I know. Yeah, dried limes, but I don't. And then there's one that didn't color. There's actually a couple that didn't color, but I don't know. I thought they're cool. Anytime you have a grouping more than 3, it's a collection and it's awesome. Okay, so here's my bowl that has all my pieces and parts, which is probably not as much as how many gourds there are, but yeah, they're just pieces and parts. The little handled. So I mean, you may not even notice them in there. Was my worry. The things nobody really knows what they are. Again, I asked that on a Facebook post, and I got everywhere from, I think what it is a noodle roller to a toilet plunger. I don't think that's a toilet plunger, but if you see toilet plunger, I'm not judging. So then, like, in a way, that's really cool. Of course, I would play, because, you know, I'm not going to just throw something in. I have to, like, this is how it just all arranged. It just fell. So, you know, this is, now I have to arrange it as if this is the way that it just, I kind of do like that idea. Like, you have those, and those. That doesn't have anything but that part. I'm going to make it look like this is the way it just tumbled in here, and this is how it arranged. Yes. Complete chaos. So yeah, it's just a whole bunch of broken parts. That's kind of, I mean, I kind of like that too. Another thought. Okay, so another green over here. I love my marshmallow. And then maybe, I think this one is too big and it's actually kind of too broken. Well, maybe it's not. I don't know. I kind of, I don't know. So my thought was to put those on the bench where the bowl was. Keep my little tin out here. Is that, there's some sharp points because that's kind of broken. I probably do have a smaller one of those. Or put it in the bowl and put it over on the stool. So let's see what it looks like in the bowl. Well, if it definitely filled up the bowl. I don't know. Pile full of dried stuff. Let's see what it looks like on that little bench. I'd hate to put it, because I think the bowl's wider than what I'd hate to put it on the marshmallow cream tin because that is wider. Did you guys ever, I don't know, not everybody follows me on social media. I was antiquing in Clinton and I found a Scotch tape holder. I didn't really necessarily want the yellow, but if God's going to give you yellow, you're going to take the yellow because I know there's white and green out there. Because if you know, at Christmas I decorate with the Scotch tape and I pick them up every time I see them. I just bought, what was it, 6 or 8 off of eBay because they had them like a really good deal, like the price of what one of these would have cost. So even though none of this is my color in my house, it's staying. Someday I might find another one, but I don't know if I will ever find another one. But I was happy because that one lot had the yellow in it, and that was my first yellow. Because usually I use those crepe because you stick with what's your jam. But I was happy when I come, and I don't know, maybe that had been in the booth forever and I hadn't seen it before, but I was like, oh, that is a Scotch tape, so yes. Some of them, I think some of them had stuff in, I didn't open them. Yeah, some of them had stuff in it. Oh, I scared Tater. I'm not opening it. Definitely not tape, but I was so happy to come across that. I just had to share that with you. If they're ever for sale on eBay, they would have been double. I think I paid 70 something for that. On eBay, they would have been like 150, around the 130, 175, somewhere, because they just aren't, it's not like something you can just like go and order. So I was very happy about, I'm like, I'll take the yellow. I'm not going to be picky. Those are just sitting in my Christmas tote, so they needed to come out. Okay, so now I have a bowl full of greens. And it's funny, I put my pictures here because our Robbie the Robot vacuum gets stuck underneath there. So I have a lot of pictures, so I just decided to put those underneath there. Like, we have a piece of 2x4 because our vacuum it's like, Robbie's, I love him, but he's very needy. So, I probably have some more wood. So what do you think? Should I put the green? Leave those there? Get a shell? Something, because that's bare right there. Then because I have these spice. I have these spice that I want to 2, 4, 6, 7. I would like to find a spot that had like a cubby that had enough holes to hang those right there. I don't know. I don't think I have anything Like, I want you to see the word. I know they're made to sit that way, but you don't see the yummy words. I want to sit them this way so you see the yummy words. I bought this off of Whatnot, and I've patiently been waiting. Those I made forever ago. Yeah. So maybe I'll go in this hunt for something for this, because I love that. That's what I was trying to match up. Okay, I have an old crock, and then I'm gonna grab some of which is damaged. We end up keeping the damaged ones when we buy lots, because a lot of times people don't want to buy them. I'm gonna try to stick some. A lot of times when we buy lots of Crocs, you get something that's damaged, and like all the ones above my cupboards are pretty much damaged. People don't want the damaged ones, so we end up keeping them. Like if I put a $5 price tag on them, they would pick them up, and I'm like, I'm just keeping them. So I think I'm going to use that for right now and put some of the rolling pins in it. I didn't plan on really using that for storage, and I don't have any. We have so many cupboards in this house, cabinets in this house, so that's what I think I'm going to grab the green handled out of that basket that I took off there and put those in there. Yes, and I went through a phase where I was a little obsessed with green handled. Okay, those I'll sell those. Okay, so for right now, I'm just going to set this here. Still would like to find something to go up there. Got a little bit of a haul video to do, and then I will probably go check out the antique malls and see if there's anything I can use to display those in. I looked in my stash. I don't have anything because I need at least 6, if not 8. And then of course you want to display that piece too. So I did find a shelf. Not sure if it's the exact color of green. I saw black ones and I'm like, I don't know. So Chris is going to hang it, and then I'm going to see what it looks like. And it just happened to be an antique mall. She doesn't allow, for whatever reason, she doesn't allow full photography in her building. It may be bigger than what I actually need, but I love these little hooks. The thought of getting to hang something, you just adjust what's on there. Like I said, I don't know if it's too huntery green, because I think the accessories that I have on there is a little bit more brighter Kelly green, but look at the cute little carrots I got there. Well, I'll have to put some Easter on this shelf. So I thought those were very sweet. My orange. Look at the sweet little guy I got since I showed you that video. I got him on eBay. Just happened to look up Bendy Knees, always looking to see if somebody has a deal, and it was my colors. Oh, he's so super sweet. Doesn't he not just match so well? And then if you go around here, this was a gift from a viewer. That'll be coming in a haul video. And then I got this in an auction haul. Look at that. He has the orange and the yellow. Oh, so sweet. Okay, Chris is waiting. It's one of those double hangers, and he's so much better than me. But if it doesn't match the color, if I don't like it, I can repaint it. Nope, I'm good. It's just going to set on screws, so I can paint it if I don't like it. But I think you want it centered in the wall. Yes, but I think I have to move this stuff down, because I think I might have to adjust these a little bit, because I think I might be too high up. You want to hold it up for me so I can get a visual, because that all just fits on there. And it's kind of big. No, bring it down as far down that it bumps up against that flower one. Oh, that might still be too tall. Okay, I'm gonna have to rearrange. I'll make it work. Happy to get to use my little green firkin. And the little cake container I got on a Whatnot. the things that I made. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this one here so I can get an idea of where for you, because this is my biggest one. Get an idea where you can put the shelf for me. Because I envision like it has to be like, yeah, like right in that area. And then I can just adjust. Like if I have to take this one out and butt it up, that's fine. Yeah, right about there. Do you need to hold it so you can mark? You have an idea?
Yeah. Just centered with the chopping block.
Yeah, I think that's the chopping block. Yeah, the checkerboard that I made. See, I do it, and then I eyeball, and then it's crooked. But it wouldn't be as entertaining.
Move this down now.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say I put a longer screw in and I hit a stud. For the checkerboard.
Just want to try the screw first.
Yeah. Been redone so many times. We'd love to see what the original, but who has a day to go to the deeds office and check it out?
Wow, the pictures and everything else. Who really has it categorized?
Yeah. Oh. Take that, Chris.
It might just be plaster.
That one sounded like when I was doing the checkerboard. Is that a? Can you take that one off? I know it's probably going to be just that one. I think it's going to be in the way of this. It was these details. I like the details and the little extra of being able to. Okay.
Wondering where did this come from and why?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, got some dusty on there now. Some drywall dust. You didn't? Not gonna be choosy since I asked you to do it, so. So see, it has to kind of fit into there a little bit. So the hole will make it work. Yeah, what worked before doesn't work now. But that's okay. Okay, I think I got it to. This hangs over a little bit, but I just rearranged my wooden stuff a little bit. Because that's how that goes. I don't even know if I'm gonna use the hooks or not, but now I have. I don't know. I just felt like it needed a shelf. Love that little pop of green, the little firkin. I don't even think you've seen that haul yet. I want to find something to put the spices in. Even though I had it sitting here and it looked really cute. But we're wasting these inside. So that's my thing. I'm gonna come up with some type of a container so we're not wasting that wording. Is it too much? It might be. Y'all good? And the sweetest little cake tin. Oh, the original price of $40. I don't even know if I paid $40 for it. But it had that wording, so I gotta find something for those. Work in progress. So I want to figure out how to add this. I have a couple. I have two green handled, and I never bothered. I don't want to try to clean the cloudiness out. I like the cloudiness, which I think. I mean, that element definitely goes with the white. It's leaner. I've had these two in my stash. I kind of thought like someday I'd like to redo my bathroom. Chris's bathroom's good, mine. Anyway, time. There's not enough time. Money too, you know. But I think that the rolling pin would just sit on here and like, you know, I thought like a towel, but then I think it would just poke through. Okay, so I just eyeballed. I think it looks good. I put my mark in the wrong area, but I think this will go wonderfully now. Look at the Philadelphia. Bringing that wood element up into here is a good idea. I don't need the chair to stand in anymore. I think I like all that a little bit more than the, yeah. So with the wood molds, you know, the butter presses and stuff, I think that will be perfect here. And then I'm trying to decide, like this is so shiny, like the iridescent keeps catching the light in here, and that you kind of can see that you kind of can see it. So I think I'm gonna put it that way. Oh yeah, I can see it as the light catches it. I had this here, I had it over here, I had it in here, but I feel like I need to bring more light up. Like I have that light that's a little bit on the almost light. I filled this ironstone pitcher that's unsellable. Why is it unsellable? Well, it didn't make its way home. The handle broke off here, 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 here. I can't even believe I got it kind of put back together. So we never want to ship it. And I'm sure you can't really get in there to clean off that glue that somebody's not gonna, you know, you don't want to grab it by the handle. But I filled it up with some tallow berries that I just recycle from here to there. And I think that'll be cute in here. Like I'm usually more of the white Meakin, Johnson Brothers, but I do think I think this works in here. Yeah, definitely. You know, it was a piece that I bought to resell, but I would not feel comfortable. I mean, just somebody touching the boo boo. It's just CA glue. CA glue is wonderful because like you can put the glue on, and unlike super glue, it has that accelerator, that dryer. So like when you're holding the piece, instead of trying to tape it, waiting forever, like 15 seconds, it holds it. So I could work my way up with the hopes that one last piece fit, because it does. when you're filling that void with glue, it does just expand it a little bit. But I think I like that. I think that's good. No, but now which way do I? It shouldn't be that difficult, right? Like which way does it look good? But something needs to go there. I put the extra tins, the spice tins in there. I might come up with another area for that. But I love seeing the wording. And since they roll, this is kind of caught on that hook back there. I don't usually do insulators, but look at that green. It was green. That's all it took. It was it was green. And it's that nice, like the pop of the bright Kelly green that matches that little guy. So I think I'm just going to put him. He can have a friend. Yeah, I don't mind that. And I have this little masher. I don't know. I think it would have been like a children's. So I think that would be cute right there. I love that somebody along the lines took time to paint, or if it came that way, I don't know. I know there's red on that breadboard, but I'd hate to try to remove it and take away the patina. So you're just going to leave with, it's probably marker. I would think along the lines. So now I feel like I have holes here, maybe a hole here. I've got some carrots because I'm doing this before Easter. And I have carrots and tulips all through my house. I'm not going to change. I don't have any more yellow tulips, but I do have some carrots I picked up. And they look so good. Don't they look good? So they're foam. They're very lightweight. And I'm just loving the pop of orange. So we're going to put those little carrots in there. And then maybe some of the other carrots over here. And then I know that on my island, I had like 3 of the Lefton ducklings. I think I'm going to bring one of them in here just to bring that pop of yellow because it's kind of all through my house right now. Because I feel like I have a hole. Yeah, I think he'll be cute up there. And then I think I'm pretty much good. Other than that little coffee tin, maybe I can just put him on top of here. Coffee. And then maybe sometime if I run across some piece of wood, I don't think I have anything at the moment that I would put in between those 2 brackets, receipt picks up there. But as for right now, I think this is, I really love it. I love the shelf. I love that it was that wide. Yeah, my bucket list. Never thought I would find a flower bin. Breadboards, I never thought I would find auctions. A lot of it had to be auctions. Finding pieces like that and then creating my own tins. I'm glad I was inspired and ran across, tins and created my own. So thank you for hanging with me as I worked on this area that has been my problem area since we moved in here. Like coming up with the idea that, I look at this and I am excited. I love it. Walk through our doors and you're like, oh, wow. I think anyway. So thanks for hanging with me. I will see you next time and you can see what we're up to. Maybe an outside project because we are into spring now and there's always those here to do in Michigan.